Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction. We're reacting to Tube, and he made streamers who ruin their lives in seconds. We need to find so once we get big and popping, we're going to be loyal to one. What is it called? We need to be loyal to one person who makes react or makes these documentary type style videos, bro. Cause oh my goodness, man, like, but they all be good. I thought Sunny V2 was like the only big like good one, so I never tried to venture. But these guys do good jobs. And you know, I'm excited to get in this. Streamers who ruin their lives in seconds. This will probably be a great video. Let's get into it.
The streaming world is marking its place on becoming one of the
Bro, it's like whenever you watch Kai, you just have a good time.
most polarizing spaces in the entertainment industry. We all have our favorite streamers, and if we don't catch them live, well, surely they have a YouTube channel where they post their clips and let us see what they're up to. Even though it seems like the easiest job in the world, I mean, who wouldn't want to react to some clips, play video games, grow a community, all while getting paid? Well, the success stories that we see are only the top percent. Some streamers just couldn't fake it till you make it and ended up ruining their entire lives.
Damn.
We've spoken about streamers' careers being ruined before, but today we're going a tier below that. Welcome to streamers who ruin their lives in seconds.
That nose piercing he got, I wonder if it hurt getting it put in.
Hitoshi Yuki, aka Smash God XXX. Real name Hitoshi Yuki, had a career as a streamer and did what your regular streamer would do. You know, fire up the cameras, talk about random things, engage with his audience, and stay entertaining. Things were actually going well for him. His just chatting style in IRL vlogs garnered him about 11,000 subscribers on Twitch, where he would occasionally feature his girlfriend Jess. One day, in March of 2021, Smash God and his girlfriend were live and they were just doing the usual. Chilling, he's vaping, and Jess is on her phone scrolling and typing. But then they start arguing and suddenly things take a very wild turn. See, he wanted to get Jess out of the room because he wanted to talk just to the chat for a moment.
Just get out. I'll open the door for you. Jess, please. Leave my stream and me alone. Get out, please.
Whoa, that is wild. That is a wild thing to say to your girl. Like, why she can't just be in there? It's not that deep.
No, I'm not. But I need to talk to chat without you here. This is serious.
Wow.
If I want to keep ears, you gotta go out.
But all he had to say, okay, to be fair, all he had to say was, could you leave real quick? And could you just leave real quick? I just wanted to talk to them real quick. And all she gotta do is say, all right. I mean, like, it's not that deep. But I mean, like, the way he's going about it right here is crazy.
Just please.
Yeah, like it's fine too. Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that?
Don't come at me like you know everything.
I
You don't
don't
know
know
shit.
anything.
Exactly, so keep your mouth shut.
He persuades her to leave, saying, "Yo, get out of here for a second. I need to talk to the chat just without you. Just get out. I'll open the door for you. Please leave my stream and me alone." Now, it seems Jess didn't want to leave because she just sits there ignoring him. He gets annoyed and presses on, even saying, "Bring me my beer. My beer is right there in the living room, actually." And pausing there for just a moment, that's a really gross thing, I feel like, to say during an argument. It almost has the vibe of like, women belong in the kitchen. Go get me my beer. Go get me my insert food item here. Just has those vibes. Jess, maybe realizing this, response, "I'm not your fucking maid." Now, this is when things turn even nastier because Smash God then stands up, turns the camera away from both of them, and we can hear a loud slap in the background. The dude seemingly smacked his girlfriend live on stream. It happens within just a few seconds, but those seconds were enough to get him in big trouble, which he clearly didn't anticipate at the time. The stream cut off and his sister took the camera, but the duo returned after a while. They try to act like nothing happened, 99% sure she was being forced to say it was okay. However, the chat wasn't buying it. Jess attempted to downplay the situation, but people still got riled up. It got worse from there as he attempted shifting the blame to her. He can be heard saying, "Obviously, me and my girls here together, all good and shit. You caused this. It's kind of your fault. You can't say it's mine. I just try to chill."
Obviously, me and my girls over here together, all good and shit.
But this is too much. Like, stop making up the stories. It's just so annoying. Just don't lie. Can you just don't lie?
Easier said than done, huh? Yeah, it is. But you caused this. It's kind of your fault. You can't say it's mine.
Bro, that dude's a dickhead.
I just try to chill.
Classic
I don't like guys like that. I really don't like that guy.
manipulation tactic, the good old deflect. The dude allegedly inflicted harm on his partner, then goes ahead and blames her for it. And people saw right through that and decided to give him a piece of their minds. On this YouTube video that has been viewed over 2.7 million times, you can see comments like, if he's bold enough to act like this in front of his fans, Then imagine what happens when he's off stream. 314 made my blood boil. The fact that he blames this whole situation on her is awful. Anyway, Smash God's free fall doesn't stop there. He actually doubled down. Facing backlash from Reddit and Twitter, he decided to scare people off. First, he tried to get his chat to downvote this Reddit post that captured the entire situation. Then, in a classic internet fail, he tried to send a cease and desist letter to anyone who talked about the situation. He got roasted for the letter's authenticity in return. After all that, he got banned from Twitch and tried appealing, but I believe he never got accepted back. For most of his fans, which I'm gonna assume they're not fans anymore, that stream is the last time they ever heard from Smash God. Looking up Smash God on Google or YouTube leads to that event and that event only. I couldn't find the social media links, though those are probably just taken down as well, but this is what he's gonna be known for the rest of his life. Good riddance. Stefan McCullough, aka Boat Saxon 07. Picture this. Stefan is a normal streamer. He puts in the work, you know, as great streamers do. He's a gamer and he loves streaming GTA. Then in August of 2022, things are actually still going great, and Steve, we're gonna call him Steve now, even officially brings a girl into his life, Natalie McNally. So he's doing his streaming thing, he has his girlfriend, and to make it even better, they have a baby on the way. Natalie, who was 32 at the time, was pregnant with Steve's child, and their parents knew about it. Now, I wish the story's ending was that they had a beautiful child and lived happily ever after, but sadly, that's not the case. A few weeks later, things turned really ugly. On the 18th of December, Natalie lost her life in a very cruel way. Earlier that day, she had been at her parents' home in Lurgan, Northern Ireland, hanging out with them, watching the World Cup finals. She then left and arrived at her home in Silverwood, Lurgan, at 7 p.m. as per CCTV footage. At 8:52 p.m. that same night.
No, don't tell me this dude took her life. You're lying. Well, this is kind of hard to watch.
The CCTV captures a man arriving at the same address and leaving at 9:30 p.m. It would later turn out that this is the time frame within which Natalie, who had been 15 weeks pregnant, was fatally stabbed. Now you're probably wondering where Steve features in this story. Well, he was up to some very suspicious stuff. First, just before Natalie left her parents' home, Steve texted her that he would be live streaming GTA from 6 p.m. and probably through the night. He had planned that live stream in advance and even promoted it on his Twitter with a custom-made poster, which read "Festive Steamy Goodness Live." So he was live streaming while his girlfriend got murdered. Absolutely not. This dude set up a pre-recorded 6-hour-long GTA live stream. He used this to use as an alibi because he murdered his pregnant girlfriend. Going back to the live stream, he pre-recorded it a week before and mentioned in there how he was having a difficulty with the chat, obviously so he wouldn't have to respond to the live chats, and said that he put away his phone.
So, what are we doing tonight? Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves. I could use my phone to dip in every now and again and check it, but I've decided that I kind of hate live streams where people just sit and read comments and go, "Oh my God, yes, ask me questions, better." And also, if I go on my phone for too long, I'll end up just scrolling through TikTok. And
bro, how does this video? We got, what does it look like? 3-4 more people? Like, how does it get worse from here? Oh my gosh. From hitting to killing, what gets worse from here?
The amount of time that I've lost scrolling through TikTok is unbelievable. So yeah, phone's away. Can't look at the live chat for some.
Why did you want to kill your pregnant girl, bro?
Freeze and OBS just screws up. Right, yeah. So I need to get my anxiety about whether or not the stream will crash just out of the way, otherwise it'll affect the whole bloody thing. But yes, if you have questions, comments, opinions, anything like that, tough. What I want this to be, right, is, do you know, like when you used to watch Big Brother back in the day, and like E4 had like a live stream that ran like all night and it was just live footage from the house? It's kind of going to be like that. So, you know, like you can dip in, you can dip out, that sort of thing. And meanwhile, I'm just going to be focusing on playing the game. All good? All good.
The fake live stream titled Violent Night Christmas Live Gaming Stream went on for about 6 hours. Where was Steve from 6 p.m. to midnight? Well, committing the murder. But how was he caught? Thanks to extensive CCTV footage, detectives were able to piece together his movements. They saw a man, the man in the CCTV, walk down to a bus stop that's near Steve's home at around 7:09 p.m., disguised in a large hood, a snood, and gloves. The man takes a bus, pays cash, but then drops some coins that he's unable to pick due to the thick gloves. He pulls the gloves off to reveal yellow-orange gloves underneath. He lights at Lurgan and the cameras capture him entering Natalie's residence. Neighbors heard a woman screaming during this time. He's captured again leaving with a backpack, having changed clothing, but but still disguised. He then takes a taxi that drops him at a home address, his home address, where he comes in and comes back out to pay for the taxi. Then, minutes later, Steve's phone becomes active after being off for hours. Oh, and Natalie's German Shepherd never attacked or barked at this man, obviously because the dog already knew him. So, piecing it all together, coupled with intensive forensic evidence on the latex gloves amongst other things, detectives were certain that the man in the CCTV was Steve. They believed that Steve killed Natalie because he found 33 WhatsApp messages with another male on her phone. There was a lot of other damning evidence.
Look, I don't condone cheating, but that's never the answer, killing somebody.
Against him, including shared passwords, his access to her phone, browsing history, hints on the live stream, etc. But it was the discovery of the fake stream that prompted him to issue a pre-prepared statement. Were it not for the evidence, he might have actually walked away with it. And I think for a moment he actually thought he got away with it. He went to her wake, he mourned with her family, and attended a rally in her name for support of ending violence against women. Anyway, that was the last
way, bro. Oh my gosh.
of Steve's streams, as he'll be going away for good as his sentencing is due this month. Joshua Block, aka World of T-Shirts. Well-known influencer World of T-Shirts spends a lot of time live streaming and getting drunk. He's a tour guide and does so for the East Village and North Brooklyn areas. He does what most influencers do, entertain the masses on social media. He used to be pretty good at what he did and amassed quite a fan base.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? National Coffee Day.
What is this dude about to do? Mass murder? Like, that's the only step up.
2.5 million followers and has over 197 million likes. He also has an Instagram that has over 80,000 followers. People really seem to like this guy, as his comments used to be full of support. So glad you're on vacation, Josh. You deserved one. Josh, where's your next adventure? We love that you take us with you. No need for us to go on vacation now, thanks. But while some think Josh is just living his best life, some people who have been his keen followers from back in the day insist that he's on a downward spiral, sort of like his career and life are headed for the pits. How so? Well, using this TikTok by Noah Glenn Carter as an example, it seems there has been a massive shift in Josh's content, especially after his arrival in New York. While originally back in 2020, he would share clips of him reviewing coffee drinks and other likable stuff, since he got to New York City, he has posted thousands of videos of him wandering around, and he's almost always drinking. And I'm not talking about coffee, like here, here, and here. Actually, fans noticed the change in beverage choices, and comments like, I really wonder how much Josh spends on alcohol a year. Why is he flexing his alcoholism? The guy knows he's done for. Begin to appear in his videos. Also, allegedly, from this comment here, he used to live with his grandparents who wanted him to get treatment for alcoholism, but he refused, and that's why he's been rolling solo for a while now. Again, allegedly. Actually, not completely solo, because he's been featuring a guy named Michael Quinn in a lot of his videos, and fans believe that Quinn is a bad influence. You can see in this clip, for example, Josh is discussing almost proudly with Quinn how he vomited all over the place when they were both at the bar. Very quickly, likable Josh turned into unpredictable Josh.
Lump discusses vomiting all over bars under Michael Quinn's watch.
No beauty bar in the East Village. I puked all over the place and ran out before the bartender came back. I was with Quinn when that happened. And I puked in my drink, and then I drank it.
Oh, God. That's so nasty.
I love you.
Thanks.
God bless you. Can I give you a hug?
She just kissed me. She just fucking kissed me. She just kissed me. What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking report her. She just fucking kissed me. I'm gonna report her. She just kissed a stranger.
That is bad, and some of y'all go out bad by having sex with strangers. That's crazy.
And that breaks.
I know someone, not gonna say no names, but I know someone who nutted in a stripper.
This to his issues, or rather controversy.
This stripper was a stranger, by the way. There's nothing wrong with dating a stripper.
In a video, this one here,
there is something wrong with it, actually.
Josh was filmed stomping on a fish, which he later claimed was dead and that he was set up. Apparently, the person was not supposed to film him doing it. Some people, of course, took offense to this despite his explanations. In that clip also, you can see that he's holding alcohol. And this relationship he has with alcohol seems to be a source of other mishaps. For instance, how he has been accused of saying racial slurs. Anyway, based on the information information going around, we might be witnessing a man losing his career and or life in a rather terrible way. From what I've seen, many people have reached out to help, but to no avail. I hope this man gets the help he needs because he's obviously going through something and drinking seems to be his coping mechanism. Josh, if you're seeing this, please get help. You seem to have a community that really cares about you. Joe Ortega, aka Joe Daddy _505. Next up is a guy who, just like Smash God, left his camera on, revealing his ugly side. Known to his fans as Joe Daddy 505, this guy did one of the dumbest things on.
Guys, this is the only time I edit the video. I gotta turn the lights off to go with the video. Alright guys, we're back. The lights are off.
On camera, and it cost him his entire career. This happened back in 2016 when Joe was heard assaulting his girlfriend live on stream. In the extensive clip that goes on for about 5 minutes, we can hear the girlfriend screaming and crying, and there's a commotion that sounds like a physical altercation. I'm not going to share the clip here due to its sensitive nature. It turns out, as reported by the Daily Mail, that Joe had both physically and sexually assaulted the woman. As more details were revealed, it became clear that he had been playing NBA 2K16 on his PlayStation 4, and after the stream ended, he forgot to turn off his audio, hence capturing the incident. It's unclear, however, what the argument was about, but I don't think that matters. For the most part, it sounds like the woman is trying to defend herself, even saying, "Get off of me," as Joe keeps shouting profanities at her. She can also be heard saying that she was going to call the police, and Joe's response is some vulgarity I'm not going to include in this video. At some point, the woman seems to shout, "You're raping me," and at no point does the argument calm down. He was really bent on attacking her the whole time, and I can't even count how many times he used the word whore. I actually went through the transcribed version of the conversation on Reddit, and interestingly, at one point he says, "What'd you say to your doctor, bruh?" Which I have no context for. But then at some other point, he accuses her of having sex with a lot of people. Soon after, the internet found out, and what can I say? No one was a fan of this dude. Now, you would think that Joe was arrested, right? Well, wrong. The police, Valencia County deputies, said that they wouldn't take action because an audio recording isn't enough evidence. There has to be a victim who comes forward. And so after the incident, Joe went online and made this post trying to blame his actions on alcohol and his father recently passing away. However, no one would hear any of it. He got banned from Twitch, and I think realizing he was done for, he deleted his social media accounts. Twitch, when asked about Joe's case by Engadget, said they do not comment on policy violations. They also clarified that if they suspect that a user on the platform is in imminent physical harm or harm to others, they would share such details with law enforcement, but only enough information to allow officers to ascertain the threats. Anyway, this was the last that Joe's fans ever heard of him, and it seemed his career and life were ruined due to this event. Uncle Ladora. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, watching a random Twitch stream where a host and 3 guests are discussing their lives and random experiences. The host asks, "What's the worst thing you've ever done in your life?" A seemingly harmless question, but one of the girls on the stream says that she killed a dog on purpose. Let's talk about it. Now, on Raji Patel's stream over 5 years ago, when he hosted Simone Scott, popularly known as Aqua or Aqua Ladora, and 2 other gamer girls, Jenna and FT Bella, this caused a lot of commotion. In the stream, Aqua's response to the question was that when she used to work as a veterinary technician, she basically knowingly killed a person's dog. She specifically says, "I once killed a person's dog on purpose." Raji and the other guests are stunned by the answer, and he seeks to clarify what she just said by asking, "On purpose?" She casually says, "Yeah, but no one knows cause, you know, professional." He pushes her to say it was an accident, but the words were already out and they would cause a massive stir in the gaming community. And I mean, just any community in general.
What about you, Aqua? What's the worst thing that you've ever done to somebody? Cam up in the tiny chat, by the way, when you're in.
Of course it's
well, I used to work as a veterinary technician, so.
What in your right mind would make you think it's okay to share something like this?
So I once killed someone's dog on purpose, and I
glow on purpose?
Yeah, but no one knew because, you know.
Oh my
professional, but.
Oh no! Oh my god, that's really bad. I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that. Just say it was an accident. That is.
It was an accident.
Oh my god, Scojin, thank you for the $4.20 donation.
That's devil word.
Well, she says that the owner was a really bad person. I think it's just weird how like she thinks she's so quirky saying it. She was so calm and like, yeah, that's so cool. No, bro, what the fuck was that? Are you gonna just go, what the fuck? And apparently there was a second clip where she added more details. Polygon reports notes that she said, the dog was pretty shitty too. Anyway, the first video was shared on Twitter by Dion Anderson, a popular game dev and show host, and it elicited lots of reactions. The tweet got comments like, I mean, girl, you gotta be a whole other kind of evil to just nonchalantly go on about some shit like this. Hope there's some sort of legal investigation and punishment on this unruly wench. The story also got to Reddit, and the comments were even harsher. Reggie also shared his thoughts on the encounter on Twitter, saying that he did not condone animal abuse and would not invite her to his platform again. In the tweet, he explained, I'm really upset about it and can't believe anybody would have the capacity to do something like that. Also,
or even share it.
He was on the right side of controversy. He said he would donate the $600 raised from the live stream to a non-profit animal welfare organization called Best Friends. Aqua, on the other hand, said she was just trolling and thought the community would understand. So funny, dude. You got us. You really got us, man. She pulled the classic "I killed a dog" joke that we all know and love.
Oh
man.
my goodness.
I love that joke.
That joke was. I can't count how many times I've done that joke, bro. Like, that joke was such a crazy joke back in the day.
Which I personally think she made up the fact that it was a joke. But anyway, fuck this person. Let's head on to the next one. Stanislav Reshetnyak, aka Trash Vlogger Reflay. Back in 2020, a Russian vlogger.
Oh god, I feel like. Comment right now what you think this dude did, bro. Comment right now what you think this dude did, bro.
Live stream and would soon after get 6 years in jail for it. Popularly known as Trash Vlogger Reflay, real name Stanislav Reshetnikov, this 30-year-old thought it was wise to inflict abuse on his girlfriend live on stream for the entertainment of his viewers. The setup was that his viewers were donating to him to inflict verbal and physical violence on her, and I guess that the more money that came in, the more she suffered. Don't quote me on that though, but this really does sound like a red room. Reports say that he called her names like smelly and prostitute. Now, apparently at one point he locked her outside with barely any clothes on in sub-zero temperatures. She only had underwear on. Now, unfortunately, when Reshetnikov was going to let her back into the house, she was already dead. Carrying her inside and
bro, and I thought Adam 22 was bad. Oh my gosh, I thought Adam 22 was bad.
While streaming, he says,
he is bad, but this is worse.
My bunny, what's up with you? Before saying, guys, no pulse, she's pale, she is not breathing. Most people actually assume she died from freezing to death, but the investigations revealed an interesting turn. Apparently, Reshetnikov had hit her earlier that day, which he admitted to, and he hit her really hard on the head, which was actually the cause of death. But I'm sure being locked outside in the cold didn't help her any better.
Yeah.
I don't know how sick the viewers were on the live stream, because even though it was evident that she had died, no one cared to call emergency services. We've seen a lot of cases with Twitch being relevant where the chat does call 911 or something along the lines. Like, they get the info out, but I have no idea what type of community this guy was growing for all of them to just, you know, keep it on the down low and not snitch. Anyway, medics pronounced her dead, and later an autopsy showed that she had craniocerebral trauma and multiple bruising on the face and hemorrhage of soft tissues. For his actions, he got arrested and was charged with intentional infliction of grievous bodily harm, dangerous to human life, committed with the use of an object used as a weapon, resulting in the death of a victim by negligence. An interesting bit of information that I found on this case is that during the trial period, his mother was quoted saying that he wouldn't hurt a kitten and was very kind. Yeah, he seemed really kind. As the sentencing was in 2021, it could be that this dude remains in jail for quite some time. But just how long, you may ask? This cunt was only given 6 years. Yup, he'll be a free man in 2027. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a like.
Hey, subscribe to Jamari. Subscribe to Tuve. You know what I'm saying? This is a great video. I enjoyed it very, very much. I personally never thought of bad sides in streamers. But hey, man, I love this video. I really do love it. I'm gonna like it. It's crazy. These stories were very heartbreaking, but he brought light to them, which was amazing. But I'll catch y'all in the next one.